guys, Erico here, and I hope you're doing wonderful. Because I am back on your phone screen, computer screen, iPad screen, your mama's Apple TV. Manhwa is a form of South Korea's comic books that is greatly influenced, whether many Koreans want to admit it or not, by manga that comes from Japan. To be honest with you, I was thinking about the differences. I'm like, how do these two forms of wonderful comic books differ? I know there are people that like to fight. I know there are Japanese people, South Korean people that they want to fight about this because they want to make this political. I'm not trying to make this political. Please don't do this to me. Keep me out of it. However, I really couldn't find any. I remember being younger. My Korean was not good at all. I would read manhwa check. Manhwa is cartoon in Korean. Check is book. But for romanization, many people just say manhwa. I don't know why. You know how people who speak English, they lazy. They just be calling anything and everything anything just to get through it. And they enjoy it and they don't be pronouncing it right. I'll be honest with you. I don't really like a lot of Korean illustrations in these comic books. It's just not for me. Some of them I see, I don't like the way the lips look. They really do try to make it different. I love many Japanese manga artists because I feel like it's beautiful. There are some Korean artists that get it right, please. I know there's gonna be some person that's like, you hate Korean people, you support Japan. No, I have no dog in this fight. I'm just telling you how I feel from the perspective of me being a reader of both, but I do read manga more. But recently we had a very strong contender. This series is very popular. It has made its way outside of Korea. Started with the novel. Many people still were like, what the heck is this? I don't know what this is. You talking about you leveling up by yourself? And I didn't know either. Looked into it and it was like, bang. This is called solo leveling. People are getting into this right now. This is volume 1. The book is by Jugong. So it's probably actually Jugong. Romanization be messing up everything, I tell you. But this is very hard to find. The series is in lush color, as you can see. Started out being a webtoon. There was news that broke recently saying that a lot of sites, they were going to start bringing in the new age of reading online. They're going to have those pictures moving. They're going to have where you can move the page around wherever you want to while doing other things. I'm like, okay, Kakao Talk, you doing a lot. Okay, South Korea, I see you all really trying to be first and be ahead of the herd. But this is hard to find because printing stuff in lush color costs money. And you know, a lot of people, this is by Yen Press. You know, they don't have that much money like that. So volume 1 is harder to find now. Volume 2 came out recently. Here it is. The Korean title is Na Honjaman Level Up. I love saying I just love how the last word just falls off the tongue. It kind of like bursts out of your lips. Up. And it translates to I only level up alone. That is the literal translation. But once again, you know how English, they gotta make it easy for people to say because Americans are lazy. People that speak English lazy as hell. So it's just called solo leveling. But yeah, a lot of people like this because it is in full color. I am loving the story so far. I think game online, virtual reality, but actually set in reality. So I thought that was a nice spin on it. You could also think like you was so good until you wasn't. You had too much of a good thing. I got so tired. It was so good in the beginning. I'm not trying to go on a rant, but I got tired. Then Dot Hack, which is a classic. I know some of y'all youngins, y'all probably don't know nothing about no Dot Hack. I know you probably like, what is that? I'm not old. Color, once again, people like to throw that out there. They're like, well, manga doesn't really like color. They scared of color. I wouldn't say that. There are instances where we have series that are in color. I'm reading one right now. And this is it. Play it cool, guys. It's very thin. However, it is in color for the most part. Very simple story, but I like it. It might not be for everybody. However, it's definitely my thing. I like manga like this, that is something simple and they take slice of life and they just make kind of like dry humor. And this is thin, but it's also retail price is like $15. Retail price for solo leveling is $20. So I know people, they like to cry and fall out on the floor online and roll around, talk about how they don't have any money and how they want to read online for free. I do not promote that on this channel. I understand that people have a hard time sometimes getting things, but you know, you got Amazon, you got the internet. If you do not have the money, save up the money some type of way. I don't care if you gotta go and steal the money out your mama's purse. I don't care if you gotta go into your mama's secret stash in her drawer.
Hell no.
I'm not promoting stealing of your parents. If you get locked up for stealing your parents' money, don't say that I told you to do that. Don't say that Rico said to go steal the money. I don't promote that on this channel either. However, we have talked about this. I did a whole nother video, 2-3 videos on my stance about reading online for free. You are taking money out of the creators' pockets who work very hard. They have to eat. They need to put money on the table so that food can appear for their families. So if you like a series, buy it. I don't care if it takes you 2, 3, 4, 5 months to buy it. But buy it. No, it is not cheap. But if you can afford a phone, you can afford shoes and clothes and everything else, buy food first, please, because you can't eat a book. But this has gone on to many rants. I ranted about a whole lot of stuff, but you all don't read for free if you can help it. I've done it though. I'm not gonna sit here like I'm holier than thou, because I'm definitely not. I have done it. You have done it. We've all done it. But support if you can support your favorite series. Also, if you want some series that you feel should be translated and brought outside of its native country, no matter where that may be, there is ways to contact publishers that translate series into English. You can harass them if you want to. Okay, I don't recommend it, but you can. I have wrote emails to many publishers, many companies, and eventually they do get out what I want to. It doesn't matter if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years later, the series will be there. I know someone who's watching this, they want to be first and want to read it while it's being cranked out, but think about supporting your favorite creators. Also, you can read online if you're paying money to read online. That's what these webtoon sites are for. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm not saying that. But if you can help it, don't read for free. So yeah, all this was disguised for me to say that manhwa and manga are not really that different. in that there is color for both of them. And stop trying to steal people's work. You might think you're not, but really you are. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back on Sundays. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves now.